Hi there, Mr. Baker here. Hope you're all doing well. As you or may know, or may not know, the UK is currently in lockdown. So everyone's home, or most of us, apart from key workers, and all the children are at home. So I thought, let's keep them occupied. So this is a great way to get the children involved. I'm going to make today some peanut butter cookies. Okay. And I must say I have been a little bit bored, and it's only early days. So I have been doing a lot of home baking just for the family, but I thought, why not film one of these projects? So here we go. So peanut butter cookies. So in a bowl here I have 10 tablespoons or about 141 grams of butter. I've got 140 grams of peanut butter, 135 grams of brown sugar, but you can replace that with light brown sugar, 50 grams of ordinary granulated sugar, okay? And in here, which I've mixed through, I have, let me see, 188 grams of flour. I'll put all of the grams and cups, etc. in the description box below, but 188 grams of flour, and I've also added into that 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and a 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Just a pinch, because I've used salted butter because we're in lockdown. I don't have unsalted at hand, so I haven't put as much salt in here, just a pinch. But if you were using unsalted butter, you could put half a teaspoon of salt, just half a teaspoon. And in this bowl I have 1 beaten egg and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and that's it. So what I'm going to do now, move these away, I'm going to bring my bowl in. I've got my whisk, and I'm just going to whisk the peanut butter, the normal butter, the granulated and the brown sugar all together and mix that through. So rather than bore you, I'll do it offline, and when I come back I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've mixed that all through like that, and I'm going to at this point just add my egg and vanilla extract. I'll just beat it up in there. I'm just going to add that, all of it. So I'm adding the wet mixture, and then just on a gentle low speed, just gently mix that through. Gently mix that in, moving it up one more to combine. And that is that. And then we're going to add our dry ingredients, which is the flour, the baking powder or baking soda, the cornstarch, and that pinch of salt. I'll give that a good mix actually. Now I'm not sieving this. You can if you want, but I'm not going to. This is pretty quick and easy. So I'm going to add 1/3 of the flour and fold. Figure 8 usually works, but fold that flour in, incorporating it fully. We're almost there, and I'm just going to add the remainder. Okay, all of the flour to make your dough, and it may take a couple of minutes or may not, but you're just wanting to incorporate all of that flour to make your cookie dough. Now you could do this in a food processor, and I have seen it done. I haven't made it in a food processor. This is home baking at its best. The children can get involved, all of the family, and the husbands, if they're working from home, they can give you a hand. They can maybe make this for you. I'm sure they will. Okay, now that's quite a stodgy because of the peanut butter, it's quite a stodgy dough. So I'm just going to wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so for this recipe, what you then do is you get some cling film. Now I'm going to put this into 2 parts for the simple reason is I'm doing this tutorial for you, but I'm also helping my daughter who wants some cookie dough. So I have to leave a little bit of the cookie dough for her. So I'll put half on, but you can put the whole amount. Okay, you can put the whole amount. And you just pop that down onto your cling film. And then cover it, give it a roll, like that, like so, and just refrigerate for a good hour. That will help. So while it's in the refrigerator firming up, you can be doing exactly what you want. You can be washing up. Remember to wash your hands. And I'll leave this for an hour and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my cookie dough out of the fridge. It's been in for an hour. And the great thing about this is if you don't use all the dough, you can keep it, whatever you don't use, in the fridge. And it'll last 3 days. So you can just take it out whenever you're ready to make some lovely cookies and have them fresh for the day. How wonderful is that? So I get a little bit of the dough and I roll it into a ball. It's a fantastic texture. It's almost satisfying. And rather than bore you, these are about big heaped teaspoon size. This is great for the kids to do because it's easy. As long as your hands are clean, away you go. Now what I do now is with some granulated sugar, rather than, I won't do it all, but with some granulated sugar you dip them into the sugar, like so. Pop them out. Like so, tap them off, put them out. Okay, leave at least 3 centimeters between them, give them a chance to spread. And then with a fork, I mean you can decorate them, but with a fork, because it's for kids, well not kids, but the mothers can show the children. You just press down and then press again. Press down, and the other way, press again. And copy the same process, and they'll go in a preheated oven. I'll put all the temperatures below for between 9 and 12 minutes, and the reason I say between 9 and 12, it really depends how big you make the cookies. Okay, so I'm going to put them in the oven right now and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Right, okay. I better get these out of the oven. Remove them, hold on. Okay. Phew, they're out of the oven. Now these were made with a teaspoon size, big heaped teaspoon, and I've made some behind that were made with a tablespoon. And as you can see, they still haven't spread a lot. And also they took a little bit longer. So the back ones with the tablespoon, heaped tablespoon size, they took 13 minutes. Where these smaller ones, they took 9 and they were done. And they have this beautiful, strong peanut flavour. And as I say, they're ideal for the family, just to get in there, do some baking and make some little treats. Anyone can do it. You can make them as big or as small as you'd like. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like, it does help my channel grow, and subscribe if you haven't already. And a big thanks to all of my subscribers, and a big smiley smile to all those going through a pretty tough time at the moment. I'm thinking of you all. Stay safe. Bye for now.